Hey guys, this is Parth from FTC Team 7477, and today we're going to be talking about setting up a base class in your code. So this is touching into a little bit more of the object-oriented programming side of Java. So if you're not familiar with that, you can take a look at our Teams Java series and learn a bit more about object-oriented programming there. But today, first we're going to talk a little bit about the use of the base class. So we've talked about all of our motors and all of our servos, and on our robot, when they're actually functioning, they're going to need a lot of like different methods. For example, picking your arm up to different heights is going to take different methods. And when you put everything in your teleop, it can get really clustered. And when we dive into vision, we'll see that and like how clustered it's going to get. So our team, we strongly recommend the use of a base class with all your base functions in it, and um and you build your teleop class off of the base class. So we're going to talk a little bit how to do that. So first you want to create your base class. So you just create a new program. We're just going to call it robot base, or we'll just call it base. And this needs to be actually an abstract class. So you are able to declare void methods, and you don't this allows you to not have to implement the overridden methods that come with the linear op mode. So this class needs to extend the linear op mode, and it's going to look something like this. So we can just do a basic function, init hardware, and call a new motor. Sorry. Let's call a new DC motor. And maybe we can set like a direction, and we can reverse it. So this is now part of this base class. But now we need to talk about how to actually get that code into our teleop. So we're going to go to our teleop program here. All right, let's use linear teleop. And what we're going to do is, instead of extending linear op mode, we're going to extend our base class. And what this will do is, since base extends linear op mode, this will also extend linear op mode. But what you'll actually be able to do is use all the functions that are in base in your linear op mode. So for example, in my init, I can just call my init hardware method. And what that does, you go back to here, and it inits it. So this is the basic premise of the use of the base class. Um, and then we can add, we can add a servo in here also. Like, we can call it whatever. And yeah, this is the basic use of it. And of course, it might not look very useful now, but as you've even seen in the code we've written, it proves very useful um, in when you have so much like a lot of function stuff. And for like you can now, and then one thing you want to be aware that I just forgot to mention is that all your motor objects should be declared to be public at the beginning of your base class. So right now I have DC motor and I'm initializing it in here, but the problem is that when I go here, I can't actually access this. I can't access my servo or my motor because of the fact that it's private within the method of init hardware. So the way I would fix this is actually declare my motor here and make sure it's public. And also my servo would be declared here. So then what I do is I would just use motor 1 and use wrist. And now what I can do is my linear teleop, I can actually use the motors, and I can use the servos. So this is the basic of the base class, and from now on in our tutorials we're going to be utilizing this, and I did this tutorial before we dive into the future ones, because now we're going to be diving into using the IMU and everything, and that is really when you want to start using your base class. So this is it for this video. Just it's really important to understand the use of this base class, and thank you for watching.